So React Router 7.2 just came out with a new type-safe href utility that lets you build type-safe links inside of React Router. So this is cool, but we can do a bit better with nuqs by adding type-safe search params on top of that. Let me show you how we're going to do that. Here I have an example of how we would have done that before by hard-coding the path and hard-coding also the search params, which is not great because it's absolutely not type-safe. What we can do instead is, using nuqs, we define our search params that our page is going to accept using nuqs parsers. So defines the type of the search params that we will want and the default values if the key is not present in the URL. And we can also define shorthands with the URL keys feature here that give us shorter URLs. Then we can map that into use query states to obtain all those type-safe values. And we can just render that as a JSON block because no need to build a UI for that. Then here is the new thing. We have this href helper in React Router 7.2. And so here we can define save things. So search is my page. And so with this, we can build type-safe URLs, right? Right? Not quite actually, because here I still cannot pass search params. So how do we do this? Well, nuqs gives you something called a serializer. Let's have a look at how it works. We create const generate search link, we're going to call it, create serializer from nuqs, and we pass it the search params that we defined right here. And we define the URL keys to be that so that we can remap them to something shorter. And now this is a function that we can call wherever we want to generate the search params for this particular set of search params. So we can do that here to slash search, and we need to export it first. Generate search link, pass a base, which will be the path of what we need, and then a list of search params which are type-safe. Search example, page index 2, page size 20. So let's have a look at what this gives us. We can see that we have the remapping that has been done for us, so we don't have to think about that. And the values are correct in our state. So that's cool, but this is still not type-safe. So one thing we could do is do href here, import it from React Router. And yay, this is type-safe. But the problem is it though? Because if I do home, it's perfectly happy about this, but home doesn't really have those search params. So how do we tie the two together? How do we bind the two together, shall I say? And what we can do is a bit of functional programming magic called partial application. So instead of exporting this function that accepts a base path and a list of search params, we can pre-apply the base path in this route because we know where we are. So we do bind null because there's no this, and href search. And now here it's going to complain that there is no base anymore. And so now we have, if I remove this to show you, 3 search params, search example, page index 2, page size 20. Now if I go back to my routes, it works just the same. And now we have a utility that gives us type-safe base path and search params tied together. So we're one step closer to have the same levels of developer experience as something like 10-stack router, which does this out of the box, which is cool. Type safety for everyone.